What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 12 of my B-Boy vlog. Wishing everyone a happy 2017. In this video, I've decided to slowly begin to release and reveal my infamous The Plan to take B-Boy culture to the next level. Now, as many people may or may not have seen, almost 1 year ago, I started to release on my social media a couple of pictures of me and some very prominent Korean B-Boy crew leaders talking about the plan which can take breakin to the next level across the world. Since then, a lot of people have been waiting and wondering when will this plan be released. Now, the reason why I didn't want to release it right away was just in case it didn't happen, because I'm going to feel stupid. But now I've come to a place where I'm ready to start revealing the plan so that the community can follow me on this journey to take B-Boying to the place it's supposed to be. This way, when what I'm working on becomes successful, it can inspire other B-Boys and B-Girls and crews across the world to do the same. So here is how the story began. On January 1st, 2016, I had an epiphany. I realized that it's been about 7 years since I moved to Korea and that I've become very comfortable in my lifestyle. But my dream and quest to see B-Boying grow into something more sustainable and bigger, just like MMA and skateboarding, it needs to move on to the next step if we're ever gonna get there. So after a lot of thinking, planning, and prayer, my heart began to lead me onto the next phase. I called up every leader of the top Korean crews and asked them if I can just meet up with them for just 20 minutes. Now, I knew that this wouldn't be an easy task because Korean B-Boys are always busy. All major crews in Korea are full-time B-Boys. They don't have secondary jobs. Slowly, I was able to book a time with each one of them, one by one. And as I sat down with each one of them, I just began to ask them two very simple questions. Number one, so how's your crew doing and what do you guys do to make money? Now, all of them said the same thing, that they are hustling to survive as B-Boys. Many are struggling, with some members having to quit in order to find a secure job. Second question. If I told you that there's a way for your crew to make a living and make money just from battling, and that this money that you make can grow bigger and bigger over time, would you be interested? All of them were immediately interested, asking me, how? Tell me, what, how? So I proceeded to ask them a third question. I said to them, do you know what's the difference between all the other successful arts, sports, entertainment industries out there? Which do they all focus on and do that we do not? And what is the reason they are successful and make big money and why we don't? Now, majority of them couldn't come up with the answer. One of them said, B-Boying doesn't have a product like skateboarding does. So I told them, well, MMA doesn't have a product either. They don't make their millions and billions of dollars by selling tight, skimpy MMA shorts. The answer, you may ask? The difference with B-Boys and all other successful industries out there is that all successful industries, they focus 100% on building, cultivating, and growing their die-hard fans. Building a fan base. They focus on fans. Now, I'm not talking about just Instagram followers or Facebook page likes. I'm talking about real die-hard fans, people who are willing to go out and watch them, follow their career, and buy their merchandise and write fan letters and post their pictures on the walls and stuff like that. All industries out there, whether they're actors, athletes, and artists, they put a lot of focus on building their fan base. They know that if a lot of people are watching them and following them, that viewership is worth a lot of money. So they go to great lengths to build fans, keep them engaged, and make them happy. The format and structure of all entertainment and sports is to make building and cultivating fans much more easy and effective. Now, there's an industry saying out there that an artist only needs 1,000 real die-hard fans in order for them to make enough money for them to just do their art. The current structure of the B-Boy industry is freaking terrible for cultivating real fans. Currently, everything is centered around annual events in a tournament style format, such as quarterfinals, semifinals, top 16 preliminaries, and final battle. Most events are usually too long, and other than Asian events, they're not very spectator friendly. For example, imagine a potential fan happens to be brought to an event and becomes an instant fan of a b-boy, a b-girl, or a crew. In order for that new fan to remain a fan, he or she needs the following. Number one, consistency. They don't know when the next battle is or where to go. B-boys need a consistent schedule and a consistent venue in order to help cultivate fans much more effectively. Number two is fan exclusiveness. Real fans come exclusively to watch exactly just who they want to see. For example, in Toronto, when my mom comes to watch my battles, she gets so bored watching every other battle except for mine. She only wants to see my battle. This is the same for fans. This is why tournaments suck for building fans. It might create initial fans, but it doesn't help in keeping them. This is the reason why no other successful industry uses this tournament bracket format. MMA used to have it before, and they completely switched it. Now it's just exhibition battles. Who wants to go and watch their favorite team or athlete get knocked out in the first round and be forced to stay there and watch all the other teams? Fans only want to see who they're supporting. So back to my story. I then began to tell the Korean crews a simple way, a format for them to start helping each other, build fans, and make some money together. Sounds simple. They're going to organize a crazy exhibition battle against the rival crew, but it's strictly for their fans, and they would be able to keep all the proceeds from the event. In return, they would go to the rivals event and they would battle them in front of all of their fans. And the more crews that would be involved that represent different areas and stuff like that and have more rivalries, the more that we can create what you call a battle league. Bah! Or technically an exhibition battle league. For example, I was trying to get a full exhibition battle to the death for all the fans between Jinjo Crew versus Morning of Owl. Now that would have been amazing. Fans would have loved it to see which of the two crews are better. Sadly, Morning of Owl is not full strength anymore, so we can't make that happen anymore. It's too late. I'd be essentially teaching these crews how to market themselves, how to organize their own events, and make their own money. This would be by giving their fans truly what they want to see. The dopest and illest freaking battles ever. Now out of the 12 crews that I met up with, only one crew declined. So there was a total of 11 crews who were ready to make this exhibition battle league go on. So the first meeting we had was at the Cartel Creative office. It was the first time that you got all the different leaders and different crews together and opened up that dialogue. It was amazing. Now everything was going to plan. There was movement on this league. It was going great. The only problem was that I don't speak Korean very well, so I couldn't understand what was going on, what they were talking. So soon, there was no reason for me to be there anymore because I couldn't even add anything to the conversation, especially if I didn't have a translator with me. And so as I started to not be there and kind of leave it into their hands, hoping that they're going to do it, a lot of things happened where some people started adding their ideas and stuff that the ideas went so far from this exhibition battle league that some of the people that really wanted the exhibition battle league, they decided they were going to drop out, and so everything kind of fell apart. Then later on, after speaking to certain people and saying what happened, I realized that the big reason why I couldn't go forward is because a lot of the crews didn't fully 100% understand what to do next. They've never organized an event before. They don't know how to market themselves as a team to fans. They don't know how to do that. And so it was at that moment that I realized that what I had to do was create the first battling business marketed to just fans. My point is that once I create a successful b-boy battling business and prove that it can make money, not just to be self-sustaining and pay the b-boys just to battle, but also that it can create and build tons and tons of fans, at that time we will be able to duplicate this type of business and bring it to all the different crews all over the world, where everyone can be in charge of their own business and make their own thing while at the same time working together. Now it sounds crazy, but I've actually gotten really far in this. At this moment in time, I am working on the first prototype ultimate battling training facility slash mini battle arena, which I call the Blockhouse. And I will be releasing more information on this whole thing to all of you, my followers, soon. If anyone wants to get involved, please feel free to find me, search me, send me a message, and perhaps there's a way that we will work together, because we're going to need a lot of things, like architects, which I've already been searching for. We're going to need accountants, businessmen, lawyers, all types of stuff. Also, I want to let my viewers know that I am making the plan into its own little series, other than the Dyzee Diaries Bboy vlogs, which is usually just for different topics and stuff like that. But the plan series is going to have more regular updates and shorter videos, just to keep you updated on all the progress that's happening. I'm going to keep you updated on all the progress, but also all the roadblocks and the trials and tribulations of trying to make this actually a success. That way, if people want to support, you can support, or you can just pray for me and pray for this whole thing and the whole culture and all the B-boys. But don't worry, all of this is still going to be released on my Dyzee Diaries social media pages on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, etc., etc. Just make sure to click on the little bell or receive notifications so you can be up to date. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching and your support all these years. Your likes, shares, and especially all your comments are very greatly appreciated. Until the next one, peace.